Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not an expert, do your own research. Okay, so it's been a few months since I've done these videos. I was traveling throughout Asia and it was a really good time. But unfortunately, the market has dumped quite a bit. And yeah, I mean, I was like really out of tune with the market, to be frank and honest with you. I didn't play it really well. Could have de-risked a little bit more, still made some like mistakes, but is what it is. I had a good time and I'm glad that I was able to have those experiences. Okay, so where are we at today? Obviously, this is a very bearish market structure on the 1 week. Right now, my current plan is just to go ahead and layer orders from like 21K to kind of like this like 16K area. And I'm just going to dollar cost average in. I have orders all throughout this area. And my overall logic is that I don't know where the bottom is going to be. I think this is a pretty good bet for like where the bottom could be. And I'm willing to bet accordingly. And yeah, this is where I think the at least temporary bottom will be. And then I'll evaluate as it comes. I probably won't keep full size on this current trade. I think I'll, if we see some sort of bounce from like, I don't know, 18K up to like, I don't know, 26K or something like that, then maybe I would sell like some percentage of it. But I'm going to take it kind of step by step and make sure that this isn't like, I'm going to be very fluid is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so my overall plan, as I said, is to go ahead and buy from 21K to 16K. Still think that this is like a potential okay buying area. Again, like I also want to preface this by saying that lines on a chart and TA right now are very it's very hard to really trade right now in these conditions, and it's also hard to trade with just doing TA alone. There's a lot of macro factors. There's a lot of FUD out there. There's a lot of, there's just a lot of stuff going on right now in the market, like that are big catalysts for big moves. You see stuff like, Three Arrows Capital capitulating. You see stuff like Celsius potentially defaulting, although I think they'll be okay. You see stuff like, the Luna stuff that happened before. There's just a lot of stuff right now that is kind of really out of our control. And I think that it's really going to be difficult to use pure TA for your decisions. I'm basically saying that macro has to be a factor when you are making your decisions. So as of right now, my current plan, as I said, is just to layer in bids all throughout like this kind of like 16 to 20K area. And I have some kind of like last clip bids around like 13K-ish or whatever, 13 to 12K. That's if like things get really, really bad. I'm not discounting those potential targets. If you asked me that a few months ago, I would have been like, you're fucking crazy to assume that we get all the way down here. But here we are today. So, that's is what it is. Like the macro environment is not very good, but yeah, that is what it is. So we'll just have to play it accordingly. If you are like down a lot of money, don't worry. Like you are not alone. Like there's literal billionaires like 3AC that they're struggling. So like it just shows that human nature is still going to be it's a pretty reliable thing. It's just seeing that people like don't really change, and sometimes like don't necessarily make the best decisions, even if they are up a lot of money. The same guy that we laugh at, the Dogecoin millionaire guy, like who ran up like his small stack to like millions of dollars, and then like lost it all. Like maybe he's like the same as like 3AC. In a way, like risk management does matter, no matter what size you're playing. So, anyways. That's my little spiel about that. As I said, my buy zone is anywhere from kind of like this 20K area all the way down to like this 16K area. That's where I have the bulk of my orders. I think that this is like a good area, in my opinion, just for like some support. But again, I do have some other orders, like if it gets really bad, all the way down to like 12K. So yeah, that's kind of my overall plan for that. And, like, it's really important to also understand that it's probably not going to be a V-shaped reversal. Like, it could be, but I think it's quite unlikely. And for clarification, a V-shaped reversal looks something like this, like in March 2020, where price basically just like catapults right back up to where it used to be, like very quickly. And this type of reversal is very, very uncommon for Bitcoin. Like, I think it's really only happened like in March 2020. Like, and this had like a lot of insane factors going for it. Like, this nukage was absolutely insane. Like, contextually, like going from 10K to 3K was really scary. I thought everything was going to go to zero. And then also you had the Fed pumping like tons of money into the market, blah, blah, blah. So these are really unusual conditions. I think it's much more likely that, you know, price sees like a long-term recovery, similar to what we saw back in 2018 to 2019, where there was just like a long recovery period. So, you know, something like this. And these long recovery periods are quite common too. If you look back, you know, in May 2021, where we had that long, like a big liquidation area, you know, price still chopped around for quite some time for months on end there. So again, like the longer the recovery, the more healthy and sustainable it is. And you generally will have time to go ahead and like average in. So these long recovery periods, like back in like 2018, 2019, this gave you plenty of time to go ahead and average in. Like, you know, if you bought, in December, price was still pretty much the same as in March, relatively speaking. So, like, you have time to buy, but what I'm really looking for the bottom is looking for this type of price action where we just see like total wreckage, big nasty candles, and lots of volatility, lots of sell volume. And we have seen a lot of big moves the last few. Like, this is definitely really fucking ugly, don't get me wrong. Sorry, I had a phone call. This is really, it's really ugly, but I'm still kind of waiting for this like last capitulation wick personally. So, like, this could be it. This could be the bottom for all we know. And that's why I am averaging in to buys right now. But I'm still kind of waiting. I'm still kind of waiting for like one last final shakeout. I don't know where or what's going to look like, but after the final shakeout, that's when you'll see something like this, where you see like big move down, and then you'll see like lots of volatility, and then you'll see like a choppy calming period with like low volatility, low volume. People get disinterested, etc. So that's kind of like the price action that I'm kind of viewing and looking for. Don't know when or where it's going to be, but again, this is just kind of my overall plan right now. For Bitcoin, I don't know where the bottom is. I don't know what it's going to look like. I just know that when the bottom happens, I think I'll have plenty of time to buy. So there is an argument just to waiting until like this final capitulation, and then you just buy it in the accumulation range. That's the safer route, but I'm a degenerate, so I'm just going to buy some now. So that's kind of my overall plan. And but yeah, there's a lot of different strategies you can use. You can wait till you buy on the uptrend. You can try to wait for this capitulation candle. You can just have like really low bids at like 15K and lower. There's a lot of ways you can play it. You can buy right now and hope for a short bounce, especially altcoins. Those are kind of like my overall plans. For Ethereum, I think that it's really interesting seeing at the ETH chart. I mean, everything's going to, like, in downtrends, you'll see that everything, like Bitcoin is going to hold up better than Ethereum. Excuse me. It looks like I have a knock on my door, so I'll have to end this call. I will be doing more of these soon, so talk to you guys soon.